up her. Go, 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 go. Run, run, run. This part here is actually from last week. It is now Tuesday, the end of Tuesday, and I'm parked at I believe it's a fast stop is what it's called. And I'm actually not even parked in a legal spot, but I pulled in here and parked, and there's other guys in here like that as well. But yeah, this footage here is from last week, and I'm going to try to get better about keeping the footage closer together and more recent, so that when I post the videos, maybe, you know, they're just like 2 or 3 days at a time.
You're going to be in this right-hand warehouse here, dock door 1313.
Okay.
There's a driver pulling out, so just give him a few minutes.
Okay, so
Tandem's back, doors open, back up to the dock, go inside when the light goes red, talk to the forklift driver.
okay, so once I back up, they'll go ahead and start.
Yeah, when you back up, you stay in the cab till the light goes red. When it goes red, that's when they're going to start loading you.
Okay.
Go inside and verify your load.
Should I park over here until I see him pull out, I
Yeah,
guess?
it should just be a few minutes. Kind of just go wrap around the barrier and then just kind of wait.
Okay, all right, thank you. Got the doors open. I'm actually picking this up for another guy who's late. And I was pretty much near the end of my day. I'm got an hour and 17 minutes of drive time left. And I've got a lot of miles today so far. So 539 miles, so that's a pretty good day. And then I'm going to get paid for this live load too, because what I'm doing is, since he can't make it in time, I'm going to the dock and I'm doing a live load. And I didn't realize that there's a set amount for the live load, so that's pretty neat. Stove, I think, yeah.
Driver in here. Are you door 13?
Yeah.
Man, your driver's right here.
So here you come in. Once you get here, you get a red light. You come in and you sit and wait until they tell you you're good to go. I've never been anywhere like this yet, but they got a lot of different vending machine stuff in here. Friendly people too. Driver and the people here. What I was saying at that place there is that when they were loading your trailer, you actually had to go in there and sit there on that bench, or I guess you could stand or whatever you wanted until they were done completely loading you. That was actually part of their policy, and I had never been anywhere like that before. So lots of these places had different policies, and I mentioned that before, and some are far stricter than others. Here I am coming to, I believe that's a Home Depot, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's my second time going to a Home Depot, but the last one was in a different location. And they're pretty easy to get into, really. You know, they've not really got a whole lot of docks, and they're just not too bad to get in and out of, really. Michigan. This is behind the Home Depot. So now I have to find, it's a matter of finding the entrance and bringing the paperwork to them and then figuring out where to drop this trailer. If I'm not mistaken, right now I'm in Gary, Indiana. I'm really not good at at keeping up with the places I'm at, because I go to so many different states per day. You know, I'm moving a lot. Like, I think today I got around 473 miles. Yesterday I got, I think, 540 something. So last week I got 2,466 miles, and that was a good check. Very happy with that amount of miles. I'm hoping it can be consistent like that. That yard there was huge. It was some kind of big logging place or something. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to find a place to drop the empty. And so they gave me a paper that kind of gave me directions to it. But as you can see, the place is huge. Some of these places aren't very big at all, and some of them are huge. This place right here was huge. I mean, you can see it's... So here I am. Okay, I'm kind of showing the logs there. I thought that was pretty neat, so I wanted to show a clip of that. And but the paper that they gave me kind of led me to where I had to drop the empties, and then where I needed to go to pick up the loaded trailers, because this was a drop and hook right here. And those are great, because all you got to do with those is, you know, go and drop off the trailer that you've got, and then hook up to the new trailer, the loader trailer, as it says, drop and hook. So right here to the right is where I have to go and drop this empty. Very beautiful location here as well. I think that was in Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. Either Michigan or Wisconsin. I can't remember which. So like I said, I'm not very good at keeping up with what state I'm in, because a lot of the times when you're driving for hours at a time, you know, the places change. And not only that, the co-pilot doesn't really tell you the state. It just kind of tells you the roads that you're on. It doesn't really tell you the state. And so unless you see a sign or something that tells you the state, at least for me anyways, from what I've found, I usually can't tell what state I'm in even. Here I am dropping that empty, it looks like. This one I did okay on, but as you can see right there, I got a little close, so I had to pull forward. A guy showed me a maneuver on my skills test to fix that. So all you gotta do is straighten your wheel up, your steering wheel, and then pull forward a little bit. I think he said 5 feet or something like that. There were some wild turkeys there. As you can see, this place is huge. So this is me going on farther back, and I go looking for that loaded trailer because I've never been to this place. And so I had no idea where it was. And so I drive over here to this lot, drive around. I noticed that I'm not seeing any rail trailers over here. And so it wasn't here. And then I looked across and I seen some rail trailers over there in the far lot. So I'd actually passed it up just a little ways. But as I said, I'd never been to this place, so I had no idea where it was. And that happens a lot. Like today I went to a place, and it'll be in the video later on, and I parked in, I had passed the office up and ended up having to walk all the way around the building to the office because I didn't want to have to take my truck back out, because one of the drivers there told me there was no place to do a U-turn and come back in if I did that. So I decided to just walk. I think, as I said, this is either Michigan or Wisconsin. To me, they kind of look similar, at least certain areas. They seem to have a lot of those evergreen trees in both of those states, at least the parts that I was in. These little towns and stuff are neat to go through too. That's why I like to put footage of these places in my videos. This is a truck stop here. I can't remember what it was called, but they had a restaurant inside there. Eagle something maybe? Is that what it said on that sign right there? I'd never been to one of these before until I stopped at this one. That's their driver lounge right there. And I thought that was pretty neat. It's kind of unique looking. Has everything you need though, you know, your washer and dryers and everything, dryer lounge. They have a restaurant inside. They have coffee and all that stuff. It was a unique truck stop. I can't remember the name of it. It seemed like it was Eagle something, but I may be wrong. Here's dropping at that Home Depot again. So what I'm doing there is I'm taking the empty trailer off of the dock, because they had an empty trailer on the dock there. So I had to hook up to that trailer, move it over here out of the way, drop it. Then once I did that, go hook back up to my loaded trailer, and then put my loaded trailer in the dock that they told me to go into. Then once I did that, I got my paperwork from the guy, and went over to my empty, picked it up, and headed on to the next place. So there can be quite a bit of stuff to this sometimes. Nothing hard though. This isn't physical work by any means. The main thing with trucking that I'm finding is it can be very stressful. Today I was at a truck stop, and there was a guy there, and it looked like he was a younger guy, and it looked like he had just tore his bumper off of his truck, at least a piece of the bumper. a big piece of the bumper, like the plastic in the front. And at a truck stop, when he was trying to back in, it looked like he had tore the bumper off. And he was stretched out across the truck stop and taking up the whole lane. And because of what he did, you know, I'm not trying to say that in a bad way. So I kind of sat there waiting on him, and I tried to back up because there were pumps behind me, and the way that he was blocking was the way for me to circle around and get out. And I tried backing up maybe 3 or 4 times to try to get out of there because he was kind of stretched out across that lane, and I kept having trouble with it. And finally, he ended up moving, and I was able to go through there and come on around. But as you can see, I'm working on my back, and I've still got a lot of work to do. I think I just kind of overdo it sometimes with my turns. As you can see, I did there. But I had to pull up there anyways a little bit because I had to move the tandems. That's something I forgot to do today. I was sitting on a dock, and I realized it before they started loading me, but I had forgot to move my tandems back. And you can really tell a difference when you don't do that. And I'm sure the forklift drivers can really tell the difference. Because what it does, those tandems, when they're to the back like that, when the forklift enters the trailer, it supports the forklift. But if you've not got your tandems to the back when it goes in, if I'm not mistaken, it puts so much weight back there on the back of the trailer that it lifts the front, you know, like up there next to the rear of the cab. So that's something I try to remember to do, but today I think was the second time I've ever actually forgot to do that. And the first time I did it, I could hear the forklift driver inside the trailer complaining. He was pretty mad about it, it sounded like, because it's probably just harder for them to get in and out with that stuff, you know. It looks like it's a gloomy day there. I've noticed, like I said before, things are really greening up a lot. Definitely a lot more towards home, towards Kentucky, which is more down south. Up in Wisconsin, I was there today, and it's not as green. This is my first time being to this place. It's in Ohio, and it's okay. There's the sign. Okay, so I should have looked for that. There's a sign right there that says Baxter's North America Shipping and Receiving, and it's pointing that way, right in front of me. I went back here and checked these doors behind me. Right back there's a dock, but I got on Ship Advisor, and somebody on there had wrote that check-in was around back. Look for a sign that says Baxter. So right there's the sign. So now I'll drive around back here. My first time ever being here. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. If I'm not mistaken, that's where I'm at in Ohio. I'm definitely in Ohio. I think it's Cincinnati. I'm pretty bad at keeping up with where I'm at, which I know is not really a good thing. So, shipping and receiving. Yeah, somebody does really good with the lawn care here. Okay, so head on back here. I'm guessing it's all the way back. Yeah, because I see another sign there. So yeah, just pay attention to the signs. For those that don't know, I know there's lots of people that do know. I'm kind of just showing you from a perspective of somebody that doesn't know a whole lot right now, really. I'm on week 10 now, I think. If I'm not mistaken, this is the beginning of week 10. So there's a sign, shipping and receiving Baxter's. Wanting to go left right there. So yeah, this should be the right place. This place isn't real busy either, so far at least. So yeah, look, I'm like the only one here. So I really like that. Now where would the office be though? Okay, probably down there where those trucks are, I'm guessing. See the trucks down there? I'm guessing that's probably where I gotta go. That makes sense, because they would be checking in down there. Looks like plenty of space here to maneuver and stuff, so I like that. That's always a good thing around these trucks. Those are rail guys, it looks like. Yeah, that's a rail truck. That's him again. Big Steve, 7100. Big Steve again. I keep running into Big Steve. I'm gonna park here for now. Right now I'm waiting on a dock door, so I'm at a new place. And you know how I was calling Steve, Big Steve? Well, I was looking at just now in there when I was signing the paper, and his name was directly above mine, because it's like I'm following him every week. Kind of neat. So we're at the same place again. I always notice his truck number is 7100, but his name was Scott, it said on there, so I've been calling him Big Steve. So maybe if you do ever see this Scott, Big Scott, then you'll know that I was saying your name wrong. Sorry about that. But there's two railmen here, and I'm waiting on the guy in between them. So Scott is on 69, there's 70, and then there's 71. And the guy in the middle that's not a railman, he's the one that I'm waiting on. They told me to wait for 70 and then to go in there. Their computers were down or something when I got here. That's what Scott was telling me. So I guess he had sat here for a little bit. Yeah, but they got them back up shortly after I got here, and they're loading them now. But the way that woman talked inside, it'll be a little while. So now it's just a waiting game. I'm gonna edit this video while I wait. Scott, the guy in the middle, and then there's another railman over there. Let's see what truck number he is, if I can pick that up. 1094. One guy has went out already. The railman that was, I think he was on 69, but they told me to wait for 70, so I'm guessing I'm waiting for that one. And then a guy pulled in front of me here, and hopefully he doesn't stay where he's at, because where he's at would make it hard for me to get in 70. I ended up staying at that shipper there for the night, because when I got there I only had around 15 minutes left. And then this morning, actually, I left there with a loaded trailer. I believe that was in Wisconsin. There was nothing on Ship Advisor for this place, and it's huge. Well, it's not huge, it's pretty big. But I asked the driver back there, I said, where's the office? Do you know where the office is? And he told me it was way up here. I'd passed it. So he said that I could do a U-turn up there and drive down here. He said, but once I got down here, I couldn't. There was no place down here to do a U-turn. So I said, well, I'll just walk. He said, yeah, you'd probably be better off. So that's what I'm doing. Nice day for walking anyways. I'm in Wisconsin right now. Beautiful weather. Beautiful. Those things are all over Indiana and Wisconsin, whatever those things are. But yeah, that's part of it. So what I'm gonna do is, since there's nothing on Ship Advisor, I'm gonna leave a review on there, and that way maybe it'll help somebody else from Roehl that comes here. Maybe it'll help them and they won't pass the office like I didn't have to walk all the way around the building. Not that it's bad to have to walk every now and then, because it's definitely not. Yeah, it's beautiful today. Sun is shining, it's nice, slight breeze. I'd say it's around 70 degrees too. All right, I just went in that office and he told me to meet him on the back side of the building back here on dock 8. So he said he would meet me back there and he would have the dock up. So now I'm walking to the truck. I should be there in a couple minutes. And then I'll head on to that dock. He said it's pretty much all the way around the building. So it's an old railroad tie there, and I think all these are. My goodness, they pretty much withered up, and those things last a long time. It's neat getting into like this every now and then that not many people see. You know, that sit there on the side of the road, but not many people see them. Seeing the history in them and stuff. It's a very pretty area here. I'm the only one here too, at this dock anyway. Railroad tracks over there. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite parts about being over. I don't know, some people keep saying regional is not over the road, but I don't know. Roehl told me it's over the road. I'm not sure. For me, I feel like you're over the road if you're sleeping in your truck, you know, and you're not local to me as you're home every night, but I could be wrong. But anyway, to be a guy that's out on the road like this through the week, this is one of my favorite parts of getting to see places like this. Got the truck right there docked. Those things there are all over Indiana. I'm in Wisconsin right now, but those are all over Indiana, and they're sending me from here to Kentucky. So that's rare that I ever go to Kentucky unless I'm going home. So I'm not sure why they're sending me there, which it is 500 some miles from here. But today's just Tuesday, so tomorrow's Wednesday. So I'm not sure why. Maybe that's just where this order happens to be going. But that'll be the first time I've ever went to Kentucky. See the railroad tracks go back that way. It'll be the first time I've ever been to Kentucky. Been sent to Kentucky, and they weren't sending me home. So that's interesting. I don't know what that thing is. What is that? Switch the tracks or something? Got a walk on it. Railroads are so interesting. Beautiful area here. Got a bunch of junk cars over there. A lot of swampy areas. Everything's starting to green up now, isn't it? Some of the trees still don't have their leaves, but lots of things are greening up now. Lots of trees are too. It's more green, definitely. And more green towards Kentucky, where I'm from. This is more up north. These trees here, I don't know if it'll be in this video, but the trees on the way here from Kentucky were much greener than the trees here. These are starting to get green, but the ones in Kentucky definitely are more green, and the grass is as well. See the grass there, how it's not real green? Kentucky right now, it's pretty green. I've mowed twice now. But yeah, I guess I'll use this as like an outro to my video. I'm probably gonna start doing that more often, putting like an intro and an outro, just kind of talking a little bit about how it's been. I'm on week number 10, everything's going great. As far as the owner-operator program goes, I'm probably gonna listen to you guys. You guys have a lot more knowledge than I do and experience. I may not even go for that. I may just stick with being a company driver. Because if it means me being out more and away from home more, I don't want to do it anyway. So, and I'm happy with the money I'm making. And actually today is Tuesday. I got 2,466 miles last week, which is more than I've ever got. So I'll get to see today how much that was, and I'm going to do a video on that as well and give an honest review and honest, display of how much I made for right at 2,500 miles in a week through rail at the beginning, on my second month. I'm actually working on my third month, so I'm on week 10 now. But I'm thankful for my life, thankful for my wife and children, for this job, for my health, for everything. Thankful for people like Mike. He sent me those baseball gloves in the mail. That was so nice of him. They came to our place yesterday, and I'm really looking forward to getting home and passing with Carter, because we've never really done that. Look at this looks like a little swamp area. It's beautiful, isn't it? I love this stuff. When I was a little boy, I was out in this kind of stuff all the time, in the woods and stuff, with my dogs. A little dog pack following me. But yeah, I'll be glad to get home and pass with Carter. He even sent 3 baseballs with it, so that's awesome. I used to love baseball when I was a little boy playing. I still would have fun playing it. But I love passing too. And so I'm gonna start passing with him, and I'll probably try to get my little girl Marceline and Camden too to pass as well. But this is a beautiful area here, and I've got it all to myself right now. Look at this. It goes all the way around there, then all the way around. But yeah, I figure this will be a good outro for the video, and I'm gonna try to start being better with keeping the videos more together. And what I mean by that is, like, this video that you'll be watching now is last week and now part of this week too. So it just takes some time to edit these, but I've got my GoPro figured out now to where I can record videos in 1080 HD instead of 4K, so I can save a lot of space like that, and that'll make it much easier to edit everything. But anyways, until next time, I appreciate all your support and everything. Y'all that are getting in the trucking, I wish you the best with it. If there's any questions you got and I'm able to answer them, I'll be happy to. And there'll be many that I'm probably not able to answer. And for those questions, there's lots of people as well in the comments who have 20, 30 years experience. So they'll probably be able to answer those for you and probably be glad to do it. But this weather is great. It is nice. And I may try to do a live again soon too. And but it's good hearing from you all in the comments and on the lives and stuff like that. I wish you the best with your trucking journey. Whatever you're doing in life, I wish you best with it, so long as it's good. Till next time, you all be safe and God bless.